To all my followers, right? I fuck with y'all, right? But please stop DMing me talk about I gotta talk about the little boy who had the coolest monkey in the jungle shirt on. I gotta say something, boycott H&M. I wasn't gonna even respond to that shit, but now my mom is texting me. You gotta say something. No, I'm not saying nothing. Like, is that shit that H&M did cool? No, it's not, but I see life different from y'all. Like, everybody mad at H&M. Why ain't nobody mad at that boy mama and dad? Huh? Somebody got paid for him to be the coolest little fucking monkey in the jungle. How y'all know the mom and dad wasn't busted and disgusted and needed that motherfucking check? They took the little nigga down there. They sit there, watch the people from H&M put the hoodie on him. What they say? Nigga, we need that check. You gonna be the coolest little monkey in the jungle today. And my mom texting me, knowing goddamn well they'd have gave you 4,500. Back in the day, I'd have been the coolest little fucking monkey in the jungle too.
Whoa, welcome to the Best Friend Weekend Podcast. It's your man Aldo NICE.
It's your boy Los, aka CAP.
We in here doing it like we doing it. Now I'm gonna start by apologizing before we even get going. I told a lot of people back, as a matter of fact, I told pretty much anybody who would listen that this week we were gonna do the reloaded version of the TV Guide episode.
Yeah.
I
had my stuff ready too. I was looking forward to it.
But you know the thing about that content is it's timeless. It's timeless content, so we can do it whatever. The thing is, Raj had to work a little late today.
Gotta have Raj Smooth for that one.
And we needed Raj for that one.
Gotta have Raj.
This podcast is brought to you by Raj Smooth.
What up, boy?
Thing is, he got obligations to do this evening, and we wanted to make sure we gave the people what they wanted, and we put the podcast in y'all back on Friday, ready for your Friday listening pleasure. So,
yeah. While you at work not doing nothing, take a listen.
I mean, I kind of listen at work, but for the most part, I listen on the way to work. I'm not this huge narcissist who listens to, maybe I do listen to this podcast a lot. But I mean, like, I listen to other podcasts. That's when I do my podcast listening to. Yeah. On the way to work, back home, in traffic, in Houston is a perfect city for podcast listening. So
I do mine at work, sitting at the computer, typing up, checking emails on my little break times and stuff. That's when I listen most. Or when I'm in the bathroom taking shit.
I mean, I guess that's a good time to do pretty much anything. That's more phone peddling time for me.
Yeah, I listen to podcasts.
Phone peddling time. So starting off like we usually start off, taking some audience feedback from last week. We had the $24.99 take it or leave it episode where we talked a lot about that.
What they say about that?
I mean, we had some varying opinions. A listener chimed in and said, "This is," and I'm quoting, "This is, when it's all said and done, the ring is a social status symbol for the woman that reflects back on the man. There's an unwritten rule that a man should spend at minimum 3 months of his salary on a ring. So when the ladies get around each other, they can rank the ballerness of their man a little bit." So that was the comment. Comment one.
You want me to respond? Who cares about that? Like, I mean, I feel like you care way too much about what people think about you and how much money you got. Like, I don't care if somebody think I have money or not. As long as my old lady good, our marriage good, I'm straight. I don't care what they think about the ring. Because 9 times out of 10, you go get that big ring and y'all divorce in 3 years. Now what? You a nigga out of $8,000 or whatever you make in 3 months. You know what I mean? That money gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't speak for everybody.
Yeah, I don't see the point of spending all that money on a ring and a wedding. I just don't see it. Now, I'm not going to buy my old lady no $25 ring. Like,
I think that's kind of. I think that goes. I thought it went without saying, but I think it has to go with saying now.
It's planned, man.
That our whole focus on the $24.99 engagement ring and the concept of it. We were more considering the possibility of that.
Yeah.
And if it could be a thing. Yeah. I don't think I know anybody who would propose with the $24
ring.
I mean, not the only caveat of that is maybe your old lady come to you and says, "Hey, look, I'm trying to do X, Y, Z things, and look, I do not want you to spend any more than this amount of money on the ring
right here.
Everything I own is cubic zirconia and sterling silver.
We'll do that later.
We'll do that when we get on our feet. Yeah. But let's right now do that.
It's not wrong with that.
Then I would request my old lady wishes and say, let's do that. But if that's not the case, Nobody's going out and getting their old lady a $25 engagement ring unless they're really doing bad. And if they're doing bad, it is okay.
It's fine.
That means their priorities are in order.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't understand that you have to get a certain type of ring or a ring that costs enough so people can think or feel like you got money. Because a lot of people do that and they be broke as hell.
I mean, okay, I'll say the flip side of it is you want to make sure that if you was to ever be the person to get the $24.99 ring out there, please be sure that your old lady okay with that.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of like buying some fake Jordans for your dude.
No, that's definitely like buying some fake. I'm talking about the ones at the dollar store.
The ones that old boy used. This podcast is brought to you by old boy who used to give us fake Jordans. One time only. Burned me one time.
Got me one good time.
Got
too.
That Beijing on us.
Hurt me. Hurt me. I'm talking
about start turning green on the bottom,
bro. Hurt me.
But yeah, like I'm just saying, it is you don't want to do that without having a conversation with your old lady.
I think it has to be a priority thing. If y'all have different type of goals and y'all want to save money or you looking to do something else with your money,
which I think is what I think is interesting. He said that it's an unwritten rule that a man should spend a minimum of 3 months of his salary. You know the average price of an engagement ring right now that people spend average in the United States
$1,600.
is $6,000. $6,000. So that means whomever that would be, that means on average people would be making $2,000 a month. That means people would on average be making like $24,000 a year, and I know we can say after taxes, but $2,000 a month after taxes is probably like.
If you make $24,000 a year,
no, stop that. I'm saying that if you make $2,000 a month, that doesn't equate to making $24,000 a year because that's after taxes.
Okay,
but it probably equates to making something like $38,000. Yeah. And is that what the average American makes? Possibly. I would think that an average people make a little bit more than that.
Average, yeah, a little bit more.
So I don't know. I'm just kind of looking at it from a perspective of, and I don't want to go too far left with it or just go off too much of a tangent. But are we the only people who feel that way? I mean, I've had coworkers who tell me things like, them women on Real Housewives don't have real rings.
Exactly.
And when I say we, I always bring it back to the culture.
Yeah.
Are we as black people? Is this another thing like cars that cost too much and shoes that cost too much and living above your means and out here trying to show off?
That's definitely a culture.
I mean, I don't know if that's
I know some people at my job, a lady at my job, we was talking about, I was messing with this lady about her purse being from off Kirkwood, the little outside.
Flea market.
Yeah, the little flea market spot. And she's like, nah, I paid it. The white lady was like, where is that?
Mm-hmm.
I've been looking for a fake Louis Vuitton purse. And it was like, what? She's like, I would never spend $1,500 on a purse.
Exactly.
That makes sense. All it does is hold junk. I want a fake one, especially if it's a good fake. I want that one.
A Fugazi.
Yeah. She said, and she said, if it's cheap enough, I can afford to go buy one every 3-4 months.
I mean, and another point that this listener said was another point of view from the same argument is you don't want to get 2 to 3 years into a marriage and have to upgrade that ring too early because you gave her some whack shit initially. Now that one I kind of roll with, but if you got it a $25 ring, in 2-3 years you got to get another $25 ring. If that's my upkeep,
even if I
$8 upkeep,
even if I got to go $500 ring, I'm good.
If I can get a $500 ring every 3 years,
I can upgrade you $500.
Yeah, that's
or the backside.
That's like a Pandora charm.
Yeah, or the backside of that is you go get the big $10,000 ring, and now y'all divorced in 3 years.
I mean, you keep throwing that y'all getting divorced. I don't think you should ever go into the wedding.
I'm not saying you.
So you shouldn't feel that.
I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm not saying that you go into it thinking that.
You're absolutely advocating.
What I'm saying is, it happens.
It does.
It happens.
But you can't. That I don't like that line of thinking because if you even putting that in your head that y'all gonna be divorced after a couple. I'm not with that.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying it can happen though.
It can, but anything can happen.
That's worse than having upgraded.
But I mean, I think if you go into a marriage feeling as though, oh man, anything could happen, whatever can happen, and play it close to the vest and being guarded about it, then I bet it might go bad.
I agree.
So you should be free and living and feel like whatever.
I'm not spending. But
we getting off on a tangent. That's another conversation for another time.
Shout out whoever did that, whoever that was.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna roll right into. Happy you're listening, and we're gonna rock into the next comment, next topic that I heard on Facebook where I was looking earlier today, and it was an interesting comment. Saints, we in the playoffs.
Oh, it's black and gold to the Super Bowl, baby.
I mean, we have a run going right now.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hype about the Saints. But my question is, all of those people who were boycotting at the beginning of the year.
Y'all back on? You back on?
Please do not try to hop down with the Saints.
You can't, man. No, we don't have a bandwagon. We in a smart car. Ain't no room. We don't have room. So just stay boycotting.
Even if you've been a Saints fan your whole life and your mama was and your daddy was, if you
We don't
chose
want that bad
this
juju.
year to say, I ain't rocking with the Saints because of Colin Kaepernick.
Keep that bad juju to yourself, bro.
You
Hey,
can't,
look,
you can't watch this
Get the ESPN app, and after the game, just check the score.
Do whatever you
but
was
don't watch.
doing. Do whatever you was doing the whole rest of the season. But I don't want you hopping down.
Nah.
Cause we just don't need you. We don't need you at this point. And I think that y'all boys is ridiculous.
We don't want that bad juju on us, man. You know, we don't want that. Like, just stay where you were. That's fine. I respect your opinion. Just keep it there. Don't run now and run to the TV now.
Hopefully we take it next level. Some of y'all might listen to this podcast after the game is over, so y'all be like, oof, them boys, whew.
Yeah.
Good thing the Saints won. So look, we're just putting that out in the environment. But speaking of a boycott, the bigger thing, obviously you heard the intro. And, the big story of the week, the biggest thing that people are up in arms about is the young African-American king at H&M.
Man.
And the H&M advertisement that went up this week.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you have to be probably under a rock if you haven't heard the story.
Mm-hmm.
But a little boy, probably 8 to 10 years old, they have him in an ad online selling a piece of clothing for H&M. And it happens to be a hoodie. And on this green hoodie, it says the coolest monkey in the jungle. The coolest monkey in the jungle.
I got an opinion. I feel like this. Like, I think we fake protest a lot because next week, all that's going to be gone. Really, probably about Saturday, Sunday, that's going to be gone. I just feel like, what if he was, what's that word you say for light-skinned people? Like we talked about last week?
I don't know what word I say for light-skinned people.
No, when it's like the lady brought a girl home. Anyway, if he's a little light-skinned little boy, like Steph Curry.
Oh, you mean he was his race was ambiguous?
Yes.
There you go.
If he's a little light-skinned boy, would we be up in arms like that? Or are we mad because he kind of looked sort of like a little monkey? Is that why we mad? You know, is that the issue? Because his mother was there. She was perfectly fine with it.
So you're saying if it was Steph Curry, little girl, Riley Curry.
Nobody say, I don't think they'll be up and on like this. They mad because he kind of favors Caesar's son.
Planet of the Apes?
Yeah, Planet of the Apes. I think that might be it, bro. I just feel like if he was a little super light-skinned boy with curly long hair, it wouldn't have been all of this. Because if you put that same hoodie on the white boy, it's fine.
Yes, but that's not the point. I mean, I think I'm not even going to sit up here and say that that people be fake mad or fake outraged. You can be mad about it. I'm not mad. You could be outraged about it. I'm not outraged.
No.
Because, I mean, I know what country I live in.
Yeah.
I know where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
I've lived here my whole life, and I know the world we live in. Let me put it like that, because H&M isn't even an American company. So, I know the world we live in, and I know in this world, people of color don't often get the fair shake.
No.
They don't often get treated equally.
Fact.
And I mean, they throw things out there that say like, oh, maybe it took place over there, and they don't know that they call people monkeys in the United States. So they didn't know that would have been outrageous to us. My thing is just this. I'm not mad or outraged. I'm just like, yeah, that's what they do.
Yeah.
That's what they do. Now, I mean, we can do a couple of things. We can boycott H&M. I mean, I don't know if we feel like our dollar is normally spent in H&M. Mm-hmm. Full disclaimer, my dollar is often spent in H&M.
Mine definitely is often spent.
I buy H&M things a lot.
Love their t-shirts.
Affordably priced.
Yeah.
I don't want to turn this into Best Friend Weekend certification program. H&M. Gas pedal. H&M.
But I feel like, yeah, more to your point, you know, I just believe that, you know, some we can't be sensitive to everything. We know what it is. And plus, the boy, he's Swedish? He from Sweden? Norway. So, you know, I feel like the boy, his mama was there, daddy was there. So they didn't have an issue with it. I'm not completely upset with it.
No, okay. Now that's what you said, and then that's what Gilly the Kid also said on the intro. If y'all didn't know, that was Gilly the Kid. I guess this podcast is brought to you by Gilly the Kid. Everyone kind of makes that point that his parents was okay with it, so you know maybe he needed to get that check. If his parents are okay with it, then why can't you be okay with it? Now I'm gonna back up and take 2 steps back and say this. there's no sure thing that his parents were okay with it.
No, she came out and defended him.
Well, I get that. She did come out and she said that she was over this. And
why y'all mad?
Why y'all mad? She did say that. But I guess what I'm saying is this. A lot of times those actors or whomever models go take pictures and it be have you never noticed that on a website where it'll be the same person with the same exact pose with different clothes? Yeah. So he might not even had that clothes on.
Okay, I got you.
They might have put them clothes on him,
superimposed
it on him for the picture. Mm-hmm. So I'm not gonna say 100% sure that his parents
were there. Got it.
So we don't know that. We don't know that until somebody comes and tell us that. But go ahead.
Do we? Okay, remember Michael Jordan said he don't take pictures with niggas.
That's what Vermillion said.
I mean, we on protest Tommy Hilfiger. He back on now.
Okay, speaking of,
he back on now.
Are we, as a people? I mean, we're still boycotting for the NFL. Are we still boycotting Papa John's? Are we still boycotting Dove soap?
Yeah.
And the one you just mentioned. Are we still boycotting Tommy Hilfiger? Because when I was in high school...
That was the shit, boy.
No, I mean, but that's when the boycott happened. Yeah. When people was like, nah, we're not wearing it. Because his clothes wasn't made for black people, they said.
So we really stopped buying it then.
We did.
Yeah.
We stopped buying it.
We really stopped buying it.
We absolutely stopped buying Tommy Hilfiger.
More polo.
And polo probably came up on our back and just shut up. We did different things.
Yeah.
My point is, they do wear Tommy Hilfiger again.
Yeah, he back on.
How long does the boycott last? Now, Tyra Banks had an interesting viewpoint. She basically said that the CEO of H&M could not have been over the day-to-day taking pictures and what's going to be on the website. So he had no idea. She was like, whoever's over like marketing,
they're gone.
And they need to be gone. And she was kind of talking about the buck should stop somewhere, but it's not a company-wide thing. It should just be who's in charge of things like that. Mm. But I still feel like
it's almost like blaming the principal for a teacher cussing in the classroom almost.
Yeah, exactly. Or blame the school. Yeah. And say we're not putting our kids in that school no more.
Teacher will be cussing in the classroom.
That's an awesome analogy. Yeah. Like you can't really go that way. So you don't, if you rock with the company, make sure that the people who are responsible for that either if they're have my this podcast is brought to you by H. Duff. If Duff was here to speak on it, he would talk about laissez-faire racism, about how that's like racism when you don't really even realize that you're being racist. You're just doing regular everyday stuff. Yeah. You don't take race into consideration. Yeah. And the fact that you don't consider it at all and allow yourself to be caught up in racist moments allows you to be racist on that level. So my point is, if we're not, so those people might not even know.
Yeah.
So my point is, if you're able to kind of maybe teach them, work with them to where they're more understanding, more compassionate about people's plights, then maybe we got something to where we could say, okay, with H&M. But my thing is, I don't think nobody going to follow up. No. All we're going to do is post some stuff for a week, boycott, say how we hate H&M.
And I'm going to H&M Saturday. To be quite honest. And I got Dove soap. I just used it before I came over.
Dove for men, huh?
For my face. No, I got to get the wipes for my face, man. Keep the skin soft.
If Dove for Men wants to sponsor the Best Friend Weekend podcast,
hey, send that box, bro.
Send us the gift package, boy. So another text group we were in, we've talked about a couple of times. This podcast is brought to you by the Sassy Sports Chick. She actually was talking about this issue earlier this week, and she said that, what's the big deal? Like, I mean, she's basically on the same side we're on as far as kind of the quote unquote fake outrage. I don't want to beat that drum about fake outrage because I think some people are outraged.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's a lot of people that are really outraged.
But she said, why aren't we some people are of the mind of why aren't we boycotting Bape jeans and Bathing Ape, and why aren't we boycotting like Red Monkey jeans?
So we just can't anything with a monkey, just a no go. So no Planet Ape shirt, none of that.
None. Curious George books?
Nothing. None of that.
Nothing.
Dang. So you can't even have a pet monkey?
No. Not Michael Jackson would have been out of there.
He was definitely out of line.
Yeah. You can't even play with no monkey.
So we can't go see him, but this is my baby.
No, I'm going to play with some monkey.
That's fun though. I like playing with monkey.
But okay, so what my point about that was, it's a huge difference between wearing a shirt that has a monkey on it. I got bathing ape shirts here. Yeah, my wardrobe's silly. I'm shiny right now. But
I don't have it. I'm on child support.
So if I got a bathing ape shirt on, it's got a picture of a monkey. It's categorically different than having a picture of your monkey and then a shirt saying, I'm the coolest monkey. If that little boy in that same picture would have had a shirt on with the monkey on it, I don't think we would have been outraged.
Not completely. And I really honestly believe it's because he kind of favors a monkey.
But I know here you go with the Keaton Jones. This is Bully Los.
I'm just saying. I really feel like that's if he was a little light skinned little boy, a little fair skinned kid, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. I promise you. He's a dark skinned kid. Nothing wrong with him. Not saying he's ugly. I'm just saying.
Some monkeys light skinned. Orangutans.
If he was an orangutan, no.
They orange.
Some of them just albino. Just depending on what kind, where they, where they grew up at. But I mean, I just feel like it's him. I mean, I'm not upset about people being outraged about it. I ain't like it, but I'm not completely like, if his mother was cool with it and she ain't tripping, I can't be mad.
I mean, my whole point is if you wear a shirt that has some insignia on it, like if your shirt say "Can't Guard Me," then that means that's kind of like what. Or if your shirt say "Coolest person in the room," then that means the person who wearing that shirt is thinking they the coolest person in the room,
and that's fine.
So if the little boy shirt say the coolest monkey in the jungle,
he definitely think he the coolest monkey in the jungle.
Or he's definitely a monkey. Hey. He's definitely being
a monkey,
cool
monkey,
a cool monkey
in the jungle,
monkey nonetheless.
Hey,
speaking of the monkey boy. Y'all, I think we see from Norway. The president, I mean, we like literally as we're doing the podcast, we watching CNN, and the president came out here today and said he wants only immigrants from countries like Norway. So the monkey boy,
hey, come on through.
What's
your hoodie?
And if he from Sweden and we keep saying he from Norway, then we just
I
wrong
think he's
the whole.
Swedish though.
I mean, we could be wrong.
I said Swedish first.
I didn't even Google it.
I think he's Swedish though.
Yeah, I mean,
from
even
Sweden
if he,
or something
well,
like
I mean, I think he'll take him from Sweden too, though.
Definitely.
But you know what he won't take him from?
Hey, you Africans and Nigerians,
shithole countries.
You shithole countries, and Haiti.
This podcast brought to you by people from shithole countries.
Hey, boing, y'all get a ding.
He said Haiti, anywhere in Africa, and El Salvador.
Why do we want people from those shithole countries? Let's get people from places like Norway,
where white people at.
Yeah.
You know, the thing is, and white people probably gonna sit down and be like, because let's just be honest, the majority, a lot of Caucasian people do not like Donald Trump. No, so it's not like they sitting over here like, man, agreeing with this dude.
Yeah.
But he be saying some of the wackest shit.
Yeah, he an uncircumcised dickhead, bro.
Like, basically they were going back and talking about how a meeting earlier this year that he basically said that everybody from some of these countries have AIDS. And from Haiti. Everybody from Haiti got AIDS.
15,000 people.
And they need to go back to their huts in Africa.
Yeah.
And like he just like this story is gonna blow up a little bit more. But you know what's funny about it? Not even funny, because I don't even. A lot of times things Trump does aren't funny. They just sad. This is my this podcast is brought to you by CNH. This is my CNH conspiracy theory right quick.
I heard the rest of the podcast by the way too. Go ahead.
Why would this come out right before Martin Luther King weekend?
Okay.
So
where you going with this?
You know, my thing is I feel like they've been sitting on a lot of this. Now, granted, they said the stuff he said about the shithole countries was today.
But it was only two people in there. I mean, he had a small circle around him when he said it.
But still, they talking about these other things about go back to their huts and everybody got AIDS. Those things happened like in 2017, sometime in the end of 2017. December. They waited to drop it right before Martin Luther King. I'm saying, if I was a crazy, what's the right word? Disenfranchised or just whatever, a person who feels like I don't have a place in America and these immigrants are coming. No, these immigrants are coming, take our jobs. Oh, okay. If I was one of those people, I would be like, I would post today. And yeah, the leftist media and CNN and Don Lemon and Rachel Maddow and MSNBC, they want us to believe that our president today, you know, he did this. Oh yeah, right. And before Martin Luther King, it seems way too kind of convenient.
Yeah. You know, that lady couldn't wait to cuss on TV too.
Oh, Rachel Maddow.
She was so happy to say shithole on TV. She didn't know what to do. She said shithole.
But let's just be honest. I mean, because I'm not gonna give Trump this much air to talk about what he said and if it had value or whatever. But I'm gonna say this: shithole might be one of the new curse words that are going to go into my dialogue.
Oh.
Like, just think about it. Grab him by the pussy.
Yeah.
Grab him by the pussy. Nobody had ever said grab him by the pussy.
I never said grab him by the pussy.
No, it was never said before.
Yeah.
Now, I've heard grab him by the pussy many times. I heard people in joking saying, grab him right by the pussy.
Yeah.
I've heard
Jump
people
in front of the camera, grab him by the pussy.
I heard somebody say, like when James Winston said, grab her right in. Yeah, he got in trouble.
He
Donald
clown.
Trump didn't. But yeah, James Winston is a clown.
He black though.
Yeah, black clown. Yeah. But yeah, he's homie to call. But yeah, like not James Winston, I'm sorry. That I've heard people say grab him by the pussy.
Yeah.
I think I can hear people start saying, "Oh man, it's chick from old shithole country."
Yeah.
Like I feel like I feel like Trump.
Oh, you from a shithole hood? Like your neighborhood a shithole.
Like whatever, dog.
Yeah.
Where you from? Oh, you from Mississippi? Oh,
shithole.
state. Oh, shithole state.
You from a shithole?
Where you from? The north side? Houston?
Oh,
shithole. Ain't go home on shithole.
That's fucked up.
Where you went to school? Grambling?
Oh, shithole school. Shithole state school. No facts, though. Grambling's horrible with all them championships.
Hey, that's what I'm going to tell every Vikings fan. Yeah. Just know y'all rooting for a shithole team this weekend.
Donald Trump approved.
Donald Trump, like, we're going to have to do a whole episode with the shit that Donald Trump brought to the culture.
Yeah.
Because he brings shit to the culture. And if nothing else...
He's entertaining, man, to say the least, bro. You know, he's out of there. He's down bad. You know, he said some extremely harsh and hateful and racist things. But at the same time, you know, if you're not super sensitive, like I'm not sensitive at all. That dude said some shit, man.
He got a lot of things that are.
How you say 15,000 people? All of them got AIDS. He said 15,000 people from here. All of them got AIDS.
All of them.
I don't want none of them here. Just because they were trying to float the immigrant law, whatever they're trying to do to either bring more or however.
The DACA?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't DACA, but it was just immigration reform.
Yeah.
We're talking about. Well, you know, this podcast is brought to you by a shithole president. So moving on a little bit, still talking about racially charged America, which we live here. I guess it's so shithole country we're in. Yeah. Let's talk about this shithole basketball league. Now, what state was it in? I don't even remember. I think this was in Minnesota. I don't want to be wrong. I don't want to say the wrong thing.
What shithole basketball?
These young men in the basketball
Cincinnati.
league. It was in Cincinnati.
Yeah. From
2nd to 12th grade students were allowed to play in this basketball league, the city league. And the little white boys had jerseys on their team with like nasty, like sexually explicit stuff on the front.
Wet Dream Team.
The Wet Dream Team was the name of their team on the front of the jersey. But on the back, they all had racially charged names.
That boy had like, Negro.
But it
was K.
Well, that was kind of like if you don't know the context, that was like one of the funnier jokes a white boys ever told me, and like a white boy.
I've heard that same joke.
If you've never heard it, buckle in. I was in like maybe middle school, and the white boy said, "Why are black people so tall? Because they're Negroes." I mean, like that's. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny.
You're not sensitive, man.
And yeah, it depends on who it's coming from. It's kind of funny. If a black person talks to another black person, it's kind of funny. It's not funny for you to have that back on the back of your jersey. Another one had it back on the jersey, Coon, yeah. And they said that the team was extra. I mean, you know, I don't want to read too much into these stories, but they were like the team's extra aggressive, and the whole crowd is always cheering for them, and the crowd's belligerent. Who comes? But they said the crowd's mostly high school age boys who come out there with them and hoop with them.
It sounds like an extreme white boy. I'm not surprised by no means. A group of white boys drinking beer, popping pills at their mama house was like, hey, you know what would be cool? If we did this. You know, and then they came up, I'm gonna be Negro. You know what I mean? Like Negro? You know what I'm saying? I don't put it past them, you know. Young juvenile thing. I'm not surprised at all.
I can't be outraged about that.
I'm not surprised.
They got I mean, I'm surprised that one of them didn't have H&M on the back of his jersey.
Hey, grab him by the pussy.
Coolest shithole team.
Yeah.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
It's not none of that surprising to me. What's surprising is that the people who are over the league allowed it. The referee who was
when
there
they walked in the game, you saw that.
That is a tech. No. We play in a men's league. You walk in there with a jersey on that saying like Negro on the back.
Cracker ass cracker.
technical foul.
Get your
You are out. You are ejected out of the game.
Out the game.
Like you cannot. The people allowed that to go on for
that long. They didn't finish the game,
but they played like 4 weeks though.
Oh, in those same jerseys.
Yeah.
Oh, I know the game they complained about. They didn't finish that game.
No, it was 4 weeks. They played at least 4 weeks.
Yeah, see, and then they didn't play against any black people.
Why you say that?
Even a black team.
A black team. They could have played against a black person.
A couple of black kids in there was like, I'm outnumbered.
I mean, that's the way you would have. That's the way I would have loved that situation.
So if you playing at your job where you work, it's majority of them, and you come on a team got those jerseys on.
Nah, they're not gonna wear the jerseys. It's gonna be a conversation. It's gonna be like they're gonna walk out there. I'm gonna look,
Negro,
and I'm gonna be like, hey, stop, hey, stop the game, Yeah. I don't know what y'all got on else besides that, but y'all need to turn that shit inside out right now. No, but for real, if y'all don't want to turn it inside out, then we could do something about that shit. Like we could make something about. Like we could do something about it.
Make it something if we
like
make it
now. This is me being like me, only me, and a whole bunch of white boys with racially insensitive things on the back. The difference would be if like the men's league team we play on walked into a league thing. And then the other team had that. It wouldn't be as nice as turn that shit around.
Wouldn't be that.
It wouldn't.
They'd be like, what's happening, bro?
We might not even say that. We might let them start the game and just clothesline somebody.
Hey, start Isaiah Thomas and people like that. Straight to the neck.
So their punishment should definitely be to allow them to go from Cincinnati to the inner city of Cincinnati. And
play with those. I want you to have that same energy with them, and bring your crowd too.
Bring your crowd.
Well, where's Adrian Bronner from? Go over there.
Cincinnati.
No, from what part?
Oh, I don't know.
Go to that part. Go where he from. Over there. With them at the rec. With no AC. Maybe
off of Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
At the Martin Luther King Park.
On Monday. This Monday. The 15th.
And bring all that same energy.
Bring that same energy.
I don't see them doing it.
I know it's not going to happen. Ain't enough tiki torches.
I mean, we on a basketball thing. We can keep talking about basketball, man. I got to talk about something that's personal to me because let's just put it like this, man. We hoop.
Yeah.
We hoops every now and again. Often. Yeah. For last, whatever. That's how CAP and Aldo NICE know each other.
Yeah.
From hooping.
Playing basketball.
So I had a couple of instances over the last month where I didn't pull it up to some pickup games. That the same pickup game I've been playing in for years.
Yeah.
And I didn't had some negative interactions.
Mm-hmm.
So the first time I went, I'm gonna keep these stories short and sweet. It was 11 people in the gym, and I didn't get picked for the game. So they got on the court and they hooped. And after that first game was over, I sat there, I chilled, I stretched. And when they came off, I asked politely, who picked the team? Mm-hmm. And once they told me who the captain was, I was like, well, you get to sit now.
You got to tell them the age of the people that he picked in front of you.
Okay, so the dude who picked the team, let's just off top. Like, it's probably the age range from the guys that we play ball with are anywhere between 25 and 50 years old.
On Saturdays.
Yeah. And the majority would be in their 40s.
Yeah.
We would be younger people there. We would be some of the youngest people there.
Yeah.
So the guy who picked the team was probably in his early 40s. And he picked people in their 50s, people in their 40s. And I'm on the side. And I'm like, okay.
It's coming soon.
I mean, fine. So when he came out the game, I said, sit your 40-year-old ass down. And I'm going to get in and play. We played. We lost as well. And then he got back on the court and he sat me down. Mm-hmm. And we were going back and forth with the same thing. And the rest of the team got mad. And they was like, why don't we just pick the best team? And my response was just that, well, why didn't he pick the best team the first time? Like, why is it a thing where I got to be the bigger person when you pick your partner? We both know that wasn't, you didn't pick the best team, but you just going to sit up here and act like it ain't a thing. Okay, so cool. Time passes. Something happens again a couple weekends ago, man. I walk into the gym. This time it's 17 people in the gym. And wow, I hate to even put myself out there like that. They said, let's pick 3 teams so everybody's equally picked. So it's going to be 5 people on each team. They picked the 5 team. I'm still over there shooting around. I'm like, so what team I'm on? And they're like, oh, nah, you're not on it. You ain't picked.
Mind you, they picked a dude that was like 4'3".
They did.
Maybe he was a dark skin Oompa Loompa, bro.
Yeah,
like when I got it, because
he was trash.
And he had baby hands.
It was pretty bad. They picked multiple people who were 45 years old and up, who smoke every day, who barely get up, can't run, can't jump, none of that stuff, whatever. So that time, I wasn't going to be waiting one game. So I didn't wait. I would have been waiting 2 games, and I would have been waiting with the other person who clearly was the most terrible person in the gym, and me and him would have had to become teammates to get on the court. So I was like, you know what? I can go home and get on the elliptical, get the same workout, because at this point, some of these guys, I don't know why everyone's there. Mm-hmm. Some people are there for jokes. Some people are there to get shots up.
Baby hands was
Me, I'm there for cardio.
Yeah.
Some people are there to go to the NBA. Some 43-year-old men are at Saturday hooping to go to the NBA, and that is fine.
Or to just drink beer afterwards.
But some want to go to the league.
Yeah, that's true.
So, if you want to go to the league,
yeah.
Like the Morningside 5 dude who was trying to go to the league when he was 50. That's fine. Like you might want to do that, and I'm okay with it. I just wasn't with it. I was like, I'm there for cardio, so I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna get on my elliptical, and I'm gonna be finishing 45 minutes and then have the rest of my day.
So he called me and was like, "Hey, where you at?" I said, "I'm on my way." He say, "Man, you might as well go and turn around, bro." They got like 100 niggas in there, and I like, "Man, I'm just gonna go. I'm already out. I'm gonna go through there anyway." So I get there. Get on the team.
No, wait.
No, I waited 1 game.
Now, if you would have walked right in, you would have been on that same garbage team that I would have been on.
I did walk right in. I waited a game.
You waited a game outside.
That poo that.
Exactly.
To the poo that had left.
I couldn't wait a game. And they knew I was there.
And I played like 7 games straight.
He ended up on a good team. It happens. But he also came an hour and a half late.
I definitely came an hour late.
Like, I was there on time. So, all of that to say...
you should come an hour and a half late.
All of that to say... Am I wrong, people out there? Once y'all listen to this story, am I wrong? Am I being a whole out here in these streets?
A shithole?
Can I just be honest? I play basketball at least 3 times a week. At my job from 12 noon to 2 p.m. with people like pretty much it's an even distribution. We got a couple of 30-year-olds, couple of 20-year-olds, couple of 40-years, couple of 50-years, couple of 60-years,
70-years,
and they got a couple of 70-year-old guys.
Yeah. A lot of still run up and down the court too.
They get up and down the court. They play. Yeah. I get picked all the time. Yeah. We have a good old time. Yeah. I get to shoot as many shots as I want, and I get paid a lot because my job is good. Yeah. So at the end of the day, and I get to hoop in the middle of the day all the time. So it doesn't really hurt my self-esteem like that. Although it may sound that way to not get picked with the colors. Can we call ourselves colors?
I was just about to say
the monkeys in the gym, the coolest monkeys in the gym.
Definitely the coolest monkeys in the gym.
But with that being said, am I wrong, people? Let me tell you a crazy rule, and y'all might never want to do this again. I'm gonna keep this as short as I can. We play ball with my group at work, and they do it like this. It's all about cardio. So if it's 17 people who show up, the 10 people play, and then after the game, all 7 people on the side get to play. So some of the people on the winning team actually have to sit down.
I don't like that.
A lot of people don't like that rule.
I hate that.
But it's the cardio rule. Yeah. It's the everybody's got between 12 and 2 and got to get back to work. So nobody really want to be sitting on the side 2 and 3 games.
If I win, I don't want to get off the court.
Yeah, but if you come late, you're going to sit for a couple of games.
Figure it out.
Yeah. And you're notorious for coming late.
I know. But the way they work, I can shoot about
9 times out of 10 when you win, your team, 2 people in your team going to sit, but you shoot to stay in. So normally you stay on if you can shoot. It's not like a bad thing. So anyway, so just so y'all don't think I suck.
No, you're not.
I asked Los to kind of think about who is my NBA equivalent. And I'm going to give a run for Raj since he's not here. If Raj played his best at his top level, well, let me take that back. If Raj played at his regular level, I would say Raj is like an attractive Patrick Beverly. Just a pessimist, somebody who's a pest out there who's going to get after the ball, run after the ball, and he going to make some jumpers. Raj, I think, is the definition of a Patrick Beverly. Mm-hmm. I don't know who him at his best would be as a league equivalent. I got to think about that for a second because it's got to be somebody who's still very much a pest on defense and then can make shots. I would say Chris Paul at his best.
Ross can dribble like that?
Nah, he can dribble a little bit. He can't shoot, so that's why I'm saying like at his best, Patrick Beverly. Los, for those of y'all who might not know, CAP Los, get up and down the court. Boy, he holds many records at TSU for his athletic abilities. Right. I would say his NBA equivalent would be Monte Ellis. And at his best, I would say probably John Wall. He'll get up and down the court. He'll beat you up and down the court. I was going to throw Tony Parker in there because he got a little bit of a floater, but Tony Parker not as fast against the competition as Los. So so you know, if you get them boys on the court, you're playing against Patrick Beverly and Monte Ellis. If you're playing against Best Friend Weekend. Now, It's up to you.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't know who your regular equivalent is, but who your best is when you playing Al basketball, your Draymond just can't dunk. But you're Draymond Green to me. Like, you running up and down the court, playing good hard D, snatch rebounds. You know what I'm saying? You don't have the hops. You know, Draymond really can't.
He's 6'9", though.
Yeah, but you're not 6'9". But I mean, you're Draymond. We call you. We always call you when you running and hooping. You're Draymond. That's not a secret. Bird been calling you that.
So, just to put it like in context, so they were sitting Draymond Green to play.
They definitely because you've been hooping too, and you in shape now.
Yeah, I mean, but they doing that. They were sitting Draymond Green to play Kevin Duckworth or some old clown.
Not even Kevin Duckworth. Talking about
Christian
Bill Cartwright.
Bill Cartwright. All right, let's keep it on basketball, man. Our boy, man. Triple B's.
Man, father of the year, bro.
The Big Baller brand got an F rating.
Yeah.
By the Better Business Bureau, gave them their lowest possible grade. They said that basically 32 complaints have been filed against the business. Most said that they bought stuff in November or December, but they never showed up.
Yeah.
A dude said, this company does not offer refunds. I purchased 2 items and was told that it would be a 1 to 2 week delay. It has been waiting 6 weeks now. And when I asked why it was taking so long, I was called, quote unquote, a small baller. At this point, I believe they have decided to steal my money. LeVar responds and says it's probably Nike or Adidas complaining about not getting their Big Baller brand merchandise.
All right, so I'm a LeVar Ball fan. I think he got in over his head. I think they had a small time operation and it blew up way beyond what they could keep up with. They don't have a factory. They got like 6 people, trying to put stuff in boxes. And, they have all these shipments and orders and, those things. And they got that money. That's how he bought the house and Ferraris for them kids that he was stealing glasses, which is crazy. But I just feel like he got in over his head with this merchandise stuff. I feel like he's going, with the orders that he's having, just people, I'm on Black Twitter. I'm on Twitter. I'm a part of Black Twitter. And the people I know ordered to slide just to support him. They still waiting on their stuff. You know what I mean? So... And then seeing they said he got 2 different size shoes.
Yeah, he did say that.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a whole Uncle Tom because
CNH didn't.
High white boy ordered some $500. I didn't get a T-shirt. But anyway,
the size wasn't $500. It was like what, $295?
No, he said he got the shoes.
Oh, gee.
Didn't he get the shoes?
I
think he got the shoes.
Priorities.
Yeah, definitely priorities. But I just feel like he got in over his head. I feel like they'll get it right soon enough. But I don't agree with the refund part. You can't be holding people $500 for 6 months, bro, and then send me the wrong stuff.
I mean, absolutely. If you want to play the game and you want to try to go against the big boys, you got to do shit right.
You gotta have it correct, bro.
And I mean, like, I don't understand how hard it is. They like if reports are true that they weren't having as many orders as they initially thought, or they were talking about having. Then it shouldn't have been that hard of a thing to keep up with this stuff, man.
And definitely
just put somebody in charge of it and get it done. Like look, I promise you, if LeVar Ball would have told me, "Hey, Aldo, you are in charge of Big Baller brand," then that would be my job.
Yeah,
and I would make sure that everybody
got the right stuff. I just flew out to China, got them whipped up, put them little bitty 3rd graders in the factory, whip them up real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let's get out of here.
I mean, China might have been expensive. I might have just went to a shithole country and figured it out. But LeVar actually did say something interesting. He said that the Better Business Bureau is outdated. He said, man, out here, Yelp is what's real. I think he got some point.
I mean, LeVar Ball not as dumb as he talks.
Let me tell you another thing you might not have known. Nike has an A- rating with the Better Business Bureau.
But they got a Yelp.
Adidas has a D- rating.
Oh.
So Adidas has a rating that is comparable to Big Baller brand.
And they've been here for years.
But that's nobody's talking about that.
Yeah, because they're not allowed. They mad the black man trying to take over, man.
I mean, granted, it's 2 sides of it.
He's dead wrong, man.
He's wrong as shit.
He's dead wrong.
If them people not getting their orders and you call them small ballers, you're wrong.
Me, if I'm gonna wait 6 months to get my order, you dead ass wrong. That's too long.
But what's real is real. I wouldn't find like honestly, if we went to like one of our like an establishment out here and we were like, okay, did they do a good job? Will we automatically say, oh no, they didn't do right, they stole my money? Will we call a Better Business Bureau? Or will we get on Yelp?
Definitely getting on Yelp before I call it.
I'm going to get on Yelp and say, hey, look, man.
Hey,
Better Business Bureau maybe to try to get my money back, but I'm definitely getting on Yelp to give my complaint so they can get a they rating.
Especially if I found them off of a Groupon. You know, I'm a Groupon daddy, boy. Definitely you getting half a star.
Big Baller Brand is out here tripping in these streets. But this week, he got his dream. All three sons playing professional ball. LiAngelo and LaMelo's first game. It happened. They play for... Do you even know how to pronounce that? Vitatas? Vitatas.
I just call them the V-Daddies.
Well, I know it's in Lithuania, so...
they lit.
I would get a jersey if I thought they were going to be there for a while. You know who I really want? I really would take that Zion Williamson jersey, though. That Spartanburg.
He's a monster.
Yeah, I ain't heard nothing too much about him yet this season, though. Like, too many videos.
Oh, you don't watch Baller Vision.
Oh, he been killing it this year already?
But windmill 360 between the legs.
You saw? But okay, so that kind of is kind of a talk. You know, over the summer when the Big Ballers played against his team, it streamed. Yeah. And it streamed like over 150,000 views.
It was actually a good game. It was a better game than I thought.
They said LeBron couldn't get in is what I heard. And then a whole bunch of other people were there. It was like a big
James
time.
Harden was there.
Okay. Big time thing. But the thing that's going on in Lithuania, they called it the Big Baller Challenge. Even the referees had Big Baller jerseys on.
They had a big in the middle. It looked like they just stuck it down too. Now it was terrible, but
under each basket too. A big logo in the middle of the
field. They all winning, bro. And it was full. It was packed too.
They won the game 90-80, and LaMelo had 10. LiAngelo had 19. If you look at it, LaMelo actually has a bunch of not even raw. He has a bunch of polished skills. He can do a lot of things. He takes terrible shots, but he can do a lot of things. LiAngelo not so much. But he had 19.
He can get you the ball. You know, LaMelo's the most talented to me. He looked more like Lonzo when he was playing. At 16, you know.
He's 6'5".
Yeah, but I mean, he's still playing against kids who 18, 19, they're professionals.
Well, okay, so that was kind of a thing.
No, it was a lower level league.
Well, they said that everybody on the team they played against was 18, 16, 17, 18. And they said their team he was 16. His brother was 19. And all the rest of their team was like 20. Yeah. 25, 27.
I saw that.
So it looked like a little bit of a discrepancy. Yeah. But they said over 100,000 people tuned in at one point on Facebook to watch it. I would have watched it. Now, see, that was going to be our lead in to start talking about the TV Guide stuff if we had done that episode. I'm telling you, we will do that episode. But I love how LeVar and the Big Baller Brand label, they making good moves with social media.
They eliminate our lemons, man. Mm-hmm. That's what he doing. His son, I don't like the fact that boy not in school at all, though. Like, he got to get a high school diploma.
Yes.
He needs, but they don't even have a private. No. You're showing him not have a private tutor, though.
Yes, fine.
He gonna play 2 years professional ball.
Yes, fine. Los, fine. But my point is, when we saying the same thing about Pete Sampras and Andre Agassi and people who play tennis or Lionel Messi, Serena Williams. Yeah. Like, what we saying the same thing about people who go pro in soccer at a young age,
true.
or the people they were playing against who were 16 already years old and they already pro.
I get it.
Are we saying that about them? If the end of his basketball career is that he goes through this, or let's even go with the worst case scenario, because I mean, let's be honest. The sunglasses still in LiAngelo. Stupid. People think that he's going to be the worst. So let's just say...
He be getting buckets, though.
So let's just say the worst for him is overseas. He continues playing in Lithuania. Or he goes to in Turkey. Mm-hmm. Or he goes in China.
To the big one.
Well, he probably can't go back to China.
No, definitely can't go to China.
But he goes to different leagues and he keeps playing overseas for a bunch of years and he makes a bunch of more money than a lot of people.
Your dad is success. He's successful. He's a winner. Big Baller Brand won. Because you know what he gonna do? He gonna find some kind of way to bring it in over there. And he gonna win, man.
You never know. They might even be pulling moving units of Big Baller Brand in Lithuania.
Shirts at least.
At the least shirts and hats. At least shirts and hats. And eating. So I can't really
I'm not mad at him about it, you know. But I just wish that little boy was in school, man.
That's the teacher in you, and that's the black man in you wanting to see another young black man be the best he could be. I agree.
But I'm not mad at the move. I just want to be doing like he even said like, nah, I ain't got the tutor yet. Like, you can't say that. You know what I'm saying? You can't say
pulled him out of school a long time.
Yeah,
you probably been chilling for a
while. He ain't been this whole year.
Yeah.
And he not the smartest kid.
None of them are really all that bright.
What's his name? LiAngelo Jello? He retarded. You drive
a touch of retardation.
Nah, you drive a whole Ferrari and stole some sunglasses.
He was caught up in some shit, man. You done did some shit that you've done things before that you wouldn't have done if it wasn't for being peer pressure and being around other boys doing something.
It wasn't stealing.
You stole from the store before.
Mm-mm.
Okay, maybe I'm the only one.
You the only person. I don't steal.
I stole batteries.
Nah, on accident.
No.
You stole batteries?
I stole batteries out of little display stuff in the store.
Last week?
I'll probably go switch a tag on at home right now.
Now
you see,
I've switched the tag before though.
That's stealing. What you mean that ain't stealing?
No, it didn't have a price on
You're
it.
stupid.
They had a price on
You're
it.
dumb.
So I was like, oh, this right next to it, probably the same price.
All right, well, there's a lot of good things going on. Like I said, this is one of our favorite pods. We ain't did this in a while, but we're gonna have to get back on the Me Too report. The Me Too report. We don't like talking about it too much, but just real briefly, the Golden Globes just happened. James Franco was somebody who was awarded, and people love James Franco, Pineapple Express, and everything else that he's been in. He's been in a lot of good movies. He's a really good actor. He's got like 5 accusers up right now who say that he's Me Tooing people. But I want y'all to hear some of these stories. And, we tell these stories a lot of times, what's our motivation? Some people ask, what's your motivation for doing the Me Too thing? Sometimes our motivation is just for y'all to hear how wild people are.
Yeah.
And I think that's a lot of the time. Like, sometimes we want to read it out loud to one another to be like, damn, that's how they was rolling? That's how people do when they got a lot of money? Part of it is kind of like in the thought exercise of saying, if I had that much money, would I be acting like that? Like, that's why sometimes
just like remember you talked about before, if we was like 6'7", 6'8", like what kind of dude would you be if you was 6'8"? You know what I mean? Like you know how you walk into the country and won't move out people's way. Yeah. If I'm 6'8", you got to move out my way. Mm-hmm. I feel like I've got enough height and I earned the right for you to move out the way.
I've earned by the genetic lottery
for you to move. So I think sometimes when people get their power and they get juiced up and just feel like they can do anything.
Well, the James Franco accusers, man, look, one of his accusers, her name is Violet Paley. Mm-hmm. And I want to say her name because it's just, listen to the story. She told the LA Times that Franco pressured her into performing oral sex on him in her car. The two had been having a consensual relationship, but they never engaged in oral sex before he exposed himself. I was talking to him. All of a sudden, his penis was out. I got really nervous and I said, can we do this later? He was kind of nudging my head down and I just didn't want him to hate me, so I did it. She began to perform the sex act but was uncomfortable. To extricate herself from the situation, she told Franco she spotted someone near the car. Okay, so that's like his Me Too rapist situation. Okay, I guess the forceful, I guess the detail of, and I'm not even going to say I guess, he was kind of nudging my head down.
I thought that's what the beginning of our head came from.
I'm not speaking for me. I'm not speaking for nobody. But I'm just thinking that if that's the definition of like where we're going with this, you might as well. They don't have enough jails.
No,
they don't have enough. They don't have enough. Like men won't have any jobs in any profession.
And I feel like women have to be honest with themselves. And how many times you've been sitting somewhere and you got your head nudged down?
Okay, but even not even. Okay, that's the issue. But like, what if they were having a consensual relationship? Yeah. That's like you talking to somebody and the dude being like, "I want some head," and then she was like, "Well, I don't want to do it, but I don't want him to hate me, so I did it." So if he wouldn't have nudged your head down, would you still be feeling like, "Oh, he enforced his power because I wouldn't"? I
didn't want to hate him. He mind fucked me. and I felt in his mind he was gonna hate me, so it made me do it. So that's the same thing.
And that's so crazy of circular logic. Okay, the nudging the head part, I guess, fellas, don't nudge nobody's head down no more. Just pull it out and let it sit there. But you know what the thing is? You can't just pull it out because that's what Louis C.K. got in trouble for. Just pulling it out.
That's even worse than the head nudging.
2 former of his acting students, and I'm not even gonna say their names because I don't care. They said that James Franco stormed off of a movie set when no woman agreed to undress for a scene and described what they call an unprofessional and hostile environment. That's what a lot of these stories about James Franco are, is that they signed up to be in James Franco movies. He said, look, I want this scene to be naked. and I want y'all to be doing sex acts or whatever it is, and they like stormed out like this is unprofessional and I will not do it.
So did they understand walking into it? That's part of the role, right?
I don't even understand what actresses and actors like I don't get it. So I'm not an actor or an actress, so I don't get it.
So if I go for a role and the man say, hey, there's gonna be a naked man scene or whatever, or you're gonna be kissing the scene, I'd be like, oh, what? And he said, hey, I need you to start get naked so we can see what you look like naked. And I'm, oh no,
Well, then you get out. Then you can't go say, oh man, that man was wrong. He was sexually harassing me for saying that.
Why? You won't get naked? Bye.
Somebody else will.
Oh, it's a bunch of them that will.
I'm just waiting for this to be in the porn community where some porn stars gonna come out and say, they asked me to have sex.
Yeah.
Nigga, you in a porn movie.
Hey, he said we was gonna have sex, but I didn't know we was gonna have sex. He was way too big.
I didn't know he was gonna punish me.
But that lemon, that's rape.
I think that's the first time we used the word lemon this whole episode.
Dang, that's a good one.
That means we kind of getting
unlemon. Like unchurchly people.
Unlabeled in the house. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. Another one more thing that we talked about. Los and I were chopping it up with about was just driving in the slow lane. We heard this podcast is brought to you by Dougie. I don't know what he calls himself. I guess Devon, whatever. But he said he had something on his Facebook earlier this week, and it was just talking about how people should always drive in the right lane, and the left lane should only be the pass. I'm just saying, I've been back and forth to Louisiana a lot over the last few weeks.
Yeah.
And I noticed that too. I kind of hate that when I'm driving. And I was talking to Los and I said this. If I'm driving in the left lane and I'm doing 85 and a car comes up behind me and is pressing up on my butt, I feel a way about that. Because the speed limit is like 70 or 75 and I'm doing 15 over the speed limit and you pressing up on me. I don't like that.
Yeah, I agree. But people, listen, anytime you driving fast, people trying to drive fast. It's the same thing, man. Like you could be going 100. It's gonna be some asshole, some shithole behind you driving 110 just to be like, I'm driving just as fast as you.
Yeah.
And then as soon as he get in front of you, he gonna start back going 90.
So what I used to do in these situations, and you can feel free to use these or not. You might get shot. Possible. The thing I used to always do is I would drive, and then when somebody got up on my butt, I would drive really fast until I got next to a car who's in the right lane. So that car couldn't get around me. Now it's just me and another car in the right lane driving at the same speed. And then I'll speed up, and he'll be like, oh, okay, he's speeding up. And I will drive fast as hell until I got to the next car. And I slow down again. And I do that about 2-3 times. And then I get over and look at him a kind of way. You might get shot, so you might not do that one. But another one that I picked up, a car did this to me once. I got up on their ass. And you would be surprised that this works. They turned on their wipers, their windshield wipers so with the water. The water came flying over the top of the car and hit my car in the windshield. And I couldn't do nothing but laugh because I was like, that's petty.
Yeah.
But it works.
Yeah.
So if anybody's ever on your ass, run your water on your windshield wipers. No matter if it's rain, sleet, snow, it's going to fly over and hit them on their windshield, and you can laugh. They'll back up. They always back up. Like
petty God.
But I mean, what Devon was talking about was that the left lane is for passing, and if everybody rocked that way, then it'd be cool. But I feel like when I'm riding in the left lane, I am trying to pass. I'm just trying not to get back and forth over from.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. Yeah, I'm just trying to get up. I'm trying to get ahead of the farthest, slowest car.
Yeah, exactly.
In the right lane.
Right. If I get in front of the cars and all of a sudden now there's no cars,
I'm in the right lane the whole time. Especially riding from Texas to Louisiana, because it's dope going back and forth. I don't want to be in the left lane. I ain't trying to get stopped. I ain't got no dope, but I'm just saying, I ain't trying to get stopped.
Police. I ain't got no dope.
Hey, Officer Friendly, please don't do me. I ain't got no dope.
This podcast brought to you by Officer Friendly. Yeah. So yeah, that's about it for this one. Nothing nice to say. Cue up that music for nothing nice to say.
They say if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all.
If you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all.
Nothing nice to say, but Aldo NICE.
Well, I was going to talk about the whole H&M thing today, but another story caught my eye, and it hit a little bit closer to home, so I'm going to go ahead on with that one. Back home in the great state of Louisiana, a Vermillion Parish teacher, Daisha Hargrove, was removed from a school board meeting, forcibly handcuffed, and jailed after questioning pay policies during a public comment period. The abuse and injustice she had to live through was so bad that the school board was on temporary lockdown this week after getting death threats from around the world. It seems that we're all on the same side now, with police brutality finally becoming something we won't stand for anymore. Yeah, you're right. That's one black teacher who got the ball rolling. Daisha. Oh, wait, what? She white? Well, let me hear the exchange.
How are you going to take a raise when there's ELA? When I first started teaching ELA, there was like 20, 21 kids in a class, and now there's 29 kids in a class that we are now having. And we have not gotten raises. How are you going to take that money? Because it's basically taking out of the pockets of teachers.
Stop right now. That's not germane to what anybody.
Is there a
you're going to leave, or I'm going to remove you. Take your things and go.
Are you serious? I hope somebody has this on video.
Take your things and go.
Excuse me.
All right, both men
Is it
comment,
against
Jay.
policy to stand?
Sir,
Do not.
Hold on. Take your things and go.
Sure.
Just put her in
I
handcuffs.
apologize to the public.
You did not.
Why are you putting her in handcuffs right now?
Let's go see this. Go.
Get this on video.
Why? What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't. Can you explain? Are you kidding me?
Stop resisting.
I am not.
Stop
You just
resisting.
pushed me to the floor. Sir, hold on. I am way smaller than you.
Well, that's interesting. I don't want y'all to get me wrong. I'm an educator, so teacher issues matter to me. They said that the teachers hadn't received a raise in more than a decade, but the superintendent was trying to get $38,000 more in his raise. Now I went to the Vermillion Parish school board website. It's 20 schools in that school district. So if you divide 38,000 by 20, you get 1,900 to divide up for each school. Let's conservatively say there's about 50 teachers at each school. So doing the math means y'all fussing for a $38 raise instead of letting the superintendent be great, man. Come on, man. Let that man be great. Nah, but for real, that's kind of wild. But you know that ain't what caught my eye. Why we not siding with the police on this one? I mean, I thought Blue Lives Mattered. That chick got hit with a remaining after being forbidden charge. And I know you heard that lawman tell her to stop resisting. Why is nobody saying she should have just complied? Why is nobody saying she looked kind of large and threatening and the cop feared for everyone's safety? Why is nobody saying that she brought this on herself? I'm confused. Like, I actually went to the Yahoo comments section under the story because I know I always get the comments from people saying that the police are right, but instead I read the cop was too physical. Unbelievable what's happening to our country. Apparently this guy should not be a cop. No excuse for this. She was not violent and she was not resistant. The next story I read started to question the cop's history and that he was previously sued for excessive force. I mean, he's the villain in 98% of the stories I've read. And she doesn't have any blame with the writers or the commenters. I got a question now for you. Where was this same support when Walter Scott got shot in the back? Where was the same support when Philando Castile got shot in his car? Better yet, where was this support when Alton Sterling got murdered on the internet for everybody in the world to see? I'm just saying, this is the reason why Colin Kaepernick knelt, to combat police brutality. But a bunch of people in Louisiana wanted to boycott the Saints when they decided to take a knee and bring awareness to the issue. I wonder if they think it was an issue worth bringing awareness to if black bodies weren't usually the ones getting brutalized. Or maybe I don't have nothing nice to say, so I shouldn't say nothing at all. Hey, man, look. It's been a cool episode, per usual.
Hey, real quick, motivation. The limits of the possible can only be defined by going beyond them into the impossible.
Words of the wise from CAP, per usual, man. Look, we'll be right back at you next week. Raj Move gonna be back in the mix.
Are we gonna do the TV guide when my boy Raj come back?
We'll try to do the TV guide if it's appropriate next week. Otherwise, some other stuff might happen within the week. I mean, we did a whole episode this morning. We were supposed to do the TV guide.
Yeah.
And as of right now, we did a whole new episode for you. I mean, we threw this one together. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Give us some feedback. Give us some listens. Best Friend Weekend hats out there. All that good stuff. We're Best Friend Weekend certify somebody next week too. So we with it. We'll holler at y'all next week and we out of here.